Welcome back, guys. Nate here, Backyard Builds. I'm out and about today. I picked up a forklift here a little while back and done a couple little things to it and a few more things to do. Sometimes I don't have the time to get here to get it going and whatnot. So do a quick little walk around and we're going to try a couple little things on this here today. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's Wednesday. Good day of Dougie working today. Anyhow, here's the little Clark forklift I bought. Little old Clark, flathead in it, flathead on propane. So I had a propane tank I brought up last time, had it filled. And last time I was in, I had the points apart, cleaned them, had the spark plugs out, cleaned the spark plugs, played with them some, played with spark plugs. Trying to remember how everything works here. Yeah, the spark plugs out, fooled with them, had fire. The propane regulator was ticking a bit. I got that, so it was putting propane into here where it should be and all that good jazz. It's got oil in it. It's got antifreeze in it. And I had it cranking over, but I didn't have anything to play with it for a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm actually going to give it a little bit of a prime, battery, propane, and we're going to just see if we can get this thing to kick, yay or nay. I just want to have this around the yard, unloading stuff. I'm actually going to change the wheels out. I want to make it dually wheels with a hard tire on the inside, rubber tire on the outside for around my yard. So I put the weight on the rubber tire, a little more traction. In the back, these things have a pivot for when the telescopic is way in the air. The pivot holds it from rolling over. But I'm not going to be running around with this thing way in the air. But what the pivot does is it only allows so much pivot, and then it bottoms out and you get stuck. So if I cut the pivot off, it'll articulate a little more around my driveway. That's all I want. I just want to lift up 4 feet, put stuff on the back, or if I'm going to be lifting something, I'll have it high in the air. If I'm going to be lifting something, I'll be in one spot and have it in the air. So I brought a trunk full of goodies. So we're just going to throw a battery in this and turn the propane on and give it a little prime. I know propane don't need a prime, but prime on the choke is where it's at. And we'll get this thing, see if this will go. I don't know if it will or not, but I want to try. I got an hour that I can play with this today because I got other things on the go. I always do. And this is the ground here, ground and power. So I just want to play with this for, like I said, I got an hour to fool around before I have other things to do. So I just kind of want to try this. Whirl it over a few times. Turn the propane on. Close. Open. It's got a propane bleeder thing. Okay, I'm going to take this over there. So this has a propane on the regulator. You push the valve. That ain't doing nothing today, is it? It's on, open. That was ticking last time I was here. She's still full of propane. Had to tap it last time to make it click, turn the key on. There we go. Purging propane. I actually see the propane coming out of it this time. So she's purged. And I'm going to go to the other side and run the choke. And we'll just give this a couple goes, guys. I have not heard this thing run yet. I've not heard it run yet. Give her a go. Get the choke on over here. Choke on. I gotta run the choke and the throttle. I can't run the throttle over there, but I can run the choke from here. and the key switch. So. She tries, guys. Like I say, we had the fire stuff geared up last time, so she had fire and all that. Come on. Come on, old girl. She be trying. Come on. It's awful close there. Like I say, this thing here, it's set a long time too, guys, and that is the closest I've heard this thing go yet. It acted like it had valves locked up last time, and now she's actually cranking over some. Ooh, she's awful close there. Awful close. Even smoking and everything this time. That's the best I've seen this thing yet. Purge the propane some more. She'll be kicking. We'll let her set for a little minute. It works pretty good when I give it that little bit of a... She'd be... If you guys can see it or not, but she'd be starting to put some smoke out of her and stuff. If I can get you in here a little better. Get in here. And I'm running the hand choke and the throttle and everything all at once. But it's actually liking a... I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or not, but I'm giving it a little bit of fuel. Is actually helping out. I'll try it again. I don't know if propane and gas, I think, could blow up my face. I don't know, guys. We're going to give it another try. I'm running the key switch over there. Almost. Oh, almost. Come on. Come on. Almost. Almost wants to. On the starter, probably. That's the best I heard it yet. Come on. Yeah, we'll give her a little break, guys. That's, it's so close. She's so close, guys. The old, I know she's propane, and we're all learning on the propane stuff. I know when they run. And the old plugs, I did check them, but they're even Clark plugs. Oh, the exhaust is actually getting warm enough. It's getting warm in there. We'll let her sit here another minute. I think the valves were pretty sticky when I started this here last time. I was trying to get it going, and it didn't even want to kick or nothing. So, like I say, I haven't heard it run yet, and I know we do got fire and all that stuff. So that right there is the closest I've seen it yet. And it takes getting the starter half burn up and getting it going. Well, it probably should have the valves and stuff checked, but I'm hoping that getting the oil cycle around it the other day, and like I say, getting the oil up around it and everything, was doing that. It's better already. So this might just be a half an hour try, and then try it again another day. But I can't drag it home yet until she fires, really, because unless I take the hydraulics, just check that starter out. Starter ain't, yeah, the starter's still cold. So yeah, I can't really get it on a trailer until I lift the forks up, unless I want to quick coupler the forks and lift them in the air. It's hydrostatic drive too, so you'd be dragging the front wheels. Hoping I can get it running. Let's see, I got another battery. I didn't bring booster cables because I figured to run 2 batteries down. That'll be enough for my try. For some reason, it likes a little bit of juice. Let's see if I can try it again. The choke is it's got an updraft carburetor. Every time I pull that throttle back, though, the choke is coming on more, which I don't want. There, maybe that'll be off. That's better. She wants to. Oh. I'm trying to throttle the choke. That was a good one, wasn't it? That was a good one. She liked that one. Backfired right in my ear. That was great, guys. Come on. Come on. A little faster. You're almost there. Come on. It's got a sweet spot, right? It's got a little bit of a sweet spot right there. Purging the old propane on her. She did a little bit better that time. Yeah. Get valve sticking. I think she's still got valve sticking, guys. I think that's part of the problem. So we're trying to get some of this. I had some ATF gas mixed. I was trying to slip through it and help with lubing things up. That's like even the backfire and all that stuff, like between the valves. Give her another good drink this time. She may not like it. She might. I don't know. Give her another try. She wants to. She wants to real bad. At least one cylinder. Oh. She sure wants to. She's got some heat starting to come out. Actually, the manifold and exhaust is quite warm. It's just not biting. Just not biting real well. And there is an adjustment on the side of the carburetor intake thing here, but I don't know enough about them. You know, it did run when it was parked. That's for sure. They ran it when it was parked, but it's set for a few years now. We're gonna try it with some more of that juice in her. Try her again. I'll give her some. If she's gonna blow up on me, she'll blow up. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Man, she wants to. She wants to. She wants to. It might not be getting fuel through this propane regulator. I mean, I can purge it, but that doesn't mean it's getting it when it's supposed to be getting it. Come on, one more cylinder. Come on. Yeah, we're almost to the point that, yeah, guys, so this is, we learn some more about this thing, but we're getting there, I guess, you know. And I had 3 plugs out. The number 4 plug, I couldn't get out. It was stuck really bad. Now, I don't know. I keep fooling with it. I know it just takes a bunch of time, right? Takes a bunch of time. I had it. It's firing. But it could be number 3's dead. I'm going to look into some new spark plugs. Look into some new. I mean, they're firing, but I'll look into some new ones and find out some more information on these propane regulators, I guess, probably. But man, she's awful close. She's thinking she wants to go. She wants to go. She wants to go. She just ain't happy that we're fooling with her. She's old. I like old things. I like my vehicles old. Right there's the happy spot. There's the happy spot, guys. Come on, later. Come on. Don't like that. Come on, open. Right there. Come on. Almost made it. It gets a heat cycle or two and it keeps friggin'. She gets a heat cycle or two in her. I think she'd come around, but sitting around and all that good stuff. I'll be flooding it out. Propane and gas would be a great mixture, couldn't it? Well, I'm surprised, really, guys. Anyhow, let's just check the starter again. Got to be getting hot now. Just starting to get lukewarm. Yeah, so I got 22 minutes already, guys, fooling with this. Yeah, I'm probably gonna see if I know it's got fire and stuff. We checked it before, but I'm gonna see if I can get some brand new spark plugs. And I had to clean the points and stuff. So if I can get a new set of points and some new spark plugs, I'm gonna look it up and see if I can get them for it. And she is a Clark. What's it say here? Clark lift. I can't read them numbers right now. Yeah, she's a Clark. Anyways, this is what I'm playing with, guys. Just what I'm playing with. Never fooled with propane too awful much, other than a couple times I have worked on one a newer forklift that's on propane, and we did have to change that regulator out. But I think it's coming. This can be converted to gas. After I get this going and get it home, I may convert it to gas anyways. And all that is, sometimes you can use what's on here, or you can just put another updraft carburetor off tractor on it. For me, gas would be better around the yard anyways. So I'm going to let you guys be. I think I got some other stuff on the go this evening. I may videotape some other stuff tonight. And yeah, wish me luck on this thing. I'm going to try to get some parts. I'm going to try it another time or two. If I get it going, I'll bring you back. If not, I'll see you back at the shop. Thanks for coming out, guys. Catch you after bed. Welcome back, guys. Wednesday, happy hump day, part 2. Fooled with the forklift there a bit. Had her cheeching a bit, smoking a little bit there on the propane. I got 2 phones. So this phone here is my video phone and my regular cell phone. And the phone went dead on me. I did do a little bit more videotaping. I had it running, guys, but it wouldn't rev up. I had it running a couple times, but it wouldn't rev up. I could hold the throttle in one spot and I'd get it to chug along. Ugga-dug, chug-a-lug. And she was chugging along. Anyways, I had some issues there with that. Gonna go back to that. I'll show you a couple little things I brought back with me. This here is the updraft carburetor type of deal for propane that it had on it. Now that I got this off, I think I'm going to delete the propane and convert it to gas. I got a line on another small updraft carburetor, and I think now's the time. I'll just delete it, then I don't have to worry about buying gas or buying propane gas and carrying the propane tank and da-da-da-da. There's a gas tank on this thing, factory. They have a conversion you can do to it. But anyways, look at this here little baby. Look at this here little baby. Remember that spark plug I was telling you about? You can see I tapped on it with a chisel a couple times, tried to free it up and whatnot, and I twisted it off. Twisted it off in the head, guys. Anyways, that didn't stop me from fooling with it. It was in there. It was tight. That there is tight. So that didn't stop me from fooling with it. I took a tap and tapped this spark plug guts that's in there, put grease on the tap, ran the tap in, ran it back out, and I ran a smaller spark plug and screwed that down in it. So now it's got the big guts off this one is still in the motor. I tapped that and put a smaller spark plug in it. This is an old flathead. If I can get it running when I get it home, I can fool with that more if I want to, or I can just leave it in there and carry on. It's just an old rig, and the old rig is going to be, used around the yard, forking things around, up and down. We're going to lift things up, put things down, and fork it around, right? That's what's going to happen. So, saying that, yeah, we'll go back to forklift, and I will get a video of it running. I had it running enough that I had the lift going up and going down and tilted back and forth. I did have it running long enough, tested all that. It works. I didn't test the forward and reverse yet, but I had the lift going up and down. If that thing ends up being no good, I'll pull the mask off the front of it and put it on the 3-point hitch of my tractor and carry on. I'm not into this thing for a whole lot of money or anything. It's a trade deal. Trade deals is the way to go. And we'll rock with it, right, guys? But these little things. These were cutoffs. Buddy of mine's plasma table, and he was throwing them out. I was like, oh man, we get all kinds of gussets out of that, right? Bunch of gussets for stuffing things. Then Doug stopped in, and we're like, oh man, you know what we got here, buddy? You know what Dougie said? Now we got throwing shims, all different sizes. We can start slamming the shims in them Chevys, right, guys? Anyways, I got excited there for a minute. Oh, so anyways, I kind of like the looks of these together. I might tack some of these together here and make like a little star deal thing. I feel like, making something kind of cool. Maybe I'll make a star deal thing. 3 stars. How far is it to Mars? Anyways, enough of that horseradish, guys. Sorry for the horseradish. Might have went a little too far there, but way she goes sometimes around here. So, God, I love these trucks. Gotta love these trucks, guys. Back on this old rig. We got a few minutes here to play around. And same thing, look at these things, guys. I picked these up from my buddy's plasma cutter. He's throwing this stuff away, right? I picked this stuff up, use it for something. So I finished off last night. I finished welding these cross members in. And then on this, the lip was a little weak. So I just welded some flat strap, bent it in the brake. I got my brake opened up again so I can use my brake. Bent that up. Just to stiffen it up, I got to drill the holes for the straps back up through from the bottom. Right there. I got to re-drill them back up through. And that one corner that was a little weak, you see what I put in there? Put one of them gussets in that one corner. Welded that all in there. A gusset there. And this top had a crack and a soft spot right here somewhere. I just put a whole piece on there. That'll be under the truck. Painted and undercoated. So the cross member, and I did get underneath, and I welded these cross members underneath the bottom. All the way around. Plug welds are all done. We're done. So the next dilemma on this frame situation, up here. So the 78's front box bolts are narrower where the frame comes up, but it's not narrower by much. 32 3/4 is the bolt holes on the 78 in the front. So we'll run this tape across here. And when that tape, so I'm touching the frame there and here, and that is 32 1/2. We need to go like an eighth more or a couple ticks to make that 32 3/4. So it puts the hole almost dead right here. Almost, guys. So what I'm going to do is I've already got a round piece of stock here, right? I'm going to cut that off on my line. I already jerry-rigged anesthetic on there. And I'm going to cut that off. And we're going to go in here and center that up and weld it on there. I'm not going to go underneath. I'm going to grind, bevel this edge down. I'll do the same here. I'll grind this back on a bevel. And I'll butt it in, weld the V in. And then when the tank comes off, I'll weld it from underneath as well. Drill a hole in it. I mean, it's going to be setting full on here all the time. Just our bolt hole is going to be right there. So that'll be fine. I had cut flat strap pieces to go in there. Didn't like it. Actually, you can see I threw them on the floor already. You know which shoulder I threw them over. So we're going to move on. We're going to cut this out. We're going to grind this down. We're going to weld them in now. And a couple more little things I think we'll get at. So enough talking. Time to get at her. So we'll just get at the stuff. Get at her and get her done, guys. I got the get at her into me today. Maybe not tomorrow, but today I do. Right? Away she goes. I'm going to put some vice grips and hold them while I cut that. And I got a pair right on my ground cable. Good enough. We can clamp that right on the frame and cut it too. Maybe you guys are too far away. I'll have a look at the camera in a minute. You guys might be too far away. Oh well, we'll bring you over a bit. We'll bring you over a bit. I'm just throwing sparks. Throwing sparks and breaking hearts. No, that's smoking darts and breaking hearts. That's what we want. I know someone smokes a lot of darts. We'll bring it over here. On this side, I'll get a better cut. Yeah, my buddy Gates with the plasma cutter, he's always cutting out stuff for buckets and this and that and other things, and this stuff gets thrown away. It goes to scrap. So, and do a little work for him. So he said, you want that stuff? You can have it. Thanks, buddy. I'll use that stuff. And here's a good explanation of it right here. And this is pretty thick stuff, guys. It's not quarter, it's like a 3/8. I'm gonna say 3/8, but it's pretty thick stuff. Well, she's pretty thick, right? Actually, we can count the ticks if you like, and I'll give you what it is here. She is. Look, that tape's so worn, we gotta get a clean spot. 1/8. That's actually quarter inch and 1 tick, guys. I'll give you the ticks today. Where'd my floppy disk grinder go? Right there. Counting the ticks. Count them twice. I'll give you the 1/4 and 1/2 inch and 3/4 and 1 inch and stuff, but ticks in between, as long as I know how many to count, we're good. So we'll take this and we're grinding. So we'll weld that on there so it's in a V. I probably should have still had this on, but this is already here. I'm going to do both sides. There's one. So V both sides. Nice little V, nice little shovel on it. I got the other one here. I'm going to do this one at the same time, guys. This little grinder here is starting to get the bed. It's starting to get noisy. I'm pretty hard on grinders, actually. I used to buy this old crappy tire one, and the crappy tire ones were in my price range, but at the time I couldn't get, I couldn't get a year of the crappy tire grinder. No way. 6 months maybe? My buddy Barrett used to laugh at me because he had the same crappy tire grinder for like 8 years, and I went through a whole bunch of them in the time he went through his. All right, them there are geared. We gotta shine them puppies up. Give her the sheen, guys. Give her the sheen. Move your heads. Where can I move your heads to? Let's move your heads, guys. We got 2 up here to grind, and find you a spot to go. Maybe you can stand on top of the tire and see both in action. Maybe we'll be missing in action. That might get her. Trying to get the shots, guys. We'll see if you stay there this time and not go. I need to get the camera. There we go. See, you're on top of a tire. As long as I don't kick the truck over, we'll be excellent. Most excellent. Vent hoses are all venting out of the way. All the vent hoses are the way for the spark all to go. Here's some of the rocks. The bottom won't get welded right now, guys, but be ready for it. We'll be ready for it anyways. Yeah, that's cutting there. I probably should have put a hard bit there, like I said, yeah. Oh, that's good. I know, I'm going to go right to the other side too. Get these both ground up and ready to weld at the same time. Weld. Throw the weld to her. Hand on the grinder, yeah. So, there's a nice little chamfer in there now. I'm going to call it a chamfer. Grind her down, same over here. Nice little one in there. So that'll give us a spot now to install our, come on here, Mr. Tripod Man. Open your tripod up. There we go. Let's see, will that tip? What I'm going to do is turn you guys ahead. Turn this tripod down a little farther. And I'll get my maybe we'll go up a little higher too. There we go. That'll get us to that side. We're on the cross member here. So my PAL to the double N is going to be PA to the double N. We have our chamfered pieces ready to rock, and they're so close to the same, it's good enough. They're so close to the same, we are good enough. We got half a spear. Spear? Is a spear a circle? Yeah, I think it is. So I want that chamfered edge. We're going to put that onto there and weld it. Now, I want to clamp it, but I want to lay something on it to keep it flat at the same time. So, I believe I've got some nice little pieces of square stock left from years ago in my toolbox. I could lay, actually, something longer would be good. Let's go with this heavy piece of angle. Something longer would be good. Should really have something maybe from one side to the other. I do get a heavy piece of angle I could lay in there. Clamp that on. And tack too. Could do that. I'm going to mark it though. Because I know where I want centers here. I ain't going to see this there if I do that way. And talking to myself, guys. Kind of bad that way sometimes. What's that? So we're right about there. We're right about there on that Jabroni mobile. We go here. I should almost run something all the way across. But if that's flat on the frame, that'll do the same thing. That's flat on the frame. What I'm going to do, where that's going to be, where'd the chalk go? Problem is, when I put my thing on there, I need to know where the edge of this one is. The edge of this one is. And this ain't going to be 100% because this is extra. So really, when the hole gets drilled from the box down through, it's going to be almost like half it's going to be drilled through some of our weld. And this is just an extra little bit for it to set on. Just, I don't really want to put just an eighth. Could have got away, if you had that much put on there, the bolt hole would have almost been there, right? But we're not going to, I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to just put it on here, weld it, and be done with it. These pieces I did yesterday are actually thick, so I think I'll use one of them to clamp on. So clamp, 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 and tickety-tackaroo will go. I'm going to throw my clamps when I do. Hope everybody's having a good hump day. Me and Dougie had a good day today. It was a good work day today. We got stuff and things accomplished. Same as always. Stuff and things were accomplished today. We always accomplish stuff. One clamp there. And we know where this wants to go. Right there. Oh, I saved the crappy clamps to last. Go figure. I should have adjusted that before I got it on there. Come on, crappy clamps. Yeah. Tackaroo time. We got this, guys. I'm excited that we're coming along on this. I have some other news on projects here, actually, guys. I'll show you some. I have the F600. We haven't talked about the F600 in a while at all. My personal truck, which is this frame, is kind of taking over the time that I was going to do the F600, guys. But when you find a deal, you got to jump on it sometimes. So my plan with the F600 is we're going to put 22.5s on it. I want to put the adapter kit, put the big wheel kit on that F600. So the deal came up. I couldn't pass. I did a little wiggle jiggle my mustache around, and picked up some rims and tires. So I got 4 aluminums and 2 steels, 22.5s. I kind of want to leave the 22.5s on them and run them. I could throw them in the lathe and turn them down and put 20-inch tires on them. That could be done too, right? But I like the F600 fenders got big wheel wells, so I think that's what she's going to get, guys. So, couldn't pass up the deal, and we got them coming tomorrow. Get them coming. So something else. That's just. I wasn't into doing anything with that right now because we're on to this, but sometimes you can't pass up the deal, right, guys? Can't pass up the deal. Hickory dickory dock. Fuel tank's plastic, no leaks, we're tacking. We'll gear it up here. Put that there. There. I'm going to run Like little tack underneath, and then I'm going to run a bead on the top. Oh. Some dirt down in there. We're going to run a bead right across top of that. If it ain't level when I'm done, we'll give her a crack with a hammer. If she moves on us, if she sucks herself up, we'll just crack her with the hammer. She'll be alright. She'll be alright, guys. I'm going to run a full bead on that. And I should lay a piece of tin underneath there, really, honestly. We got something here, I'm sure. Piece of something. Divert a few sparkles. Good enough. Oh, I shouldn't have stopped. You see that? That burned in there pretty darn good. I'll floppy disk that off. I'll floppy that off, guys. And then check it again, see if it stayed level, right? Well, I'll take her and we'll floppy it off flesh. And then I'll lay my level on again, make sure it stayed where it was. So we might as well slam jam that other one on there, and then maybe I'll grind them off. Let's get back on where I had you, maybe. You can move over here, son. Trying to keep you up here. I need these clamps. Good enough, are we? All right. All right. Joe over there. Same deal. Doing the same thing again, but that's what I'm doing. My story, and I'm sticking to it, guys. Oh, I still got safety squints on them. That's why I wasn't seeing as good when I was welding. I'm supposed to be wearing glasses, and I'm not. I'm going to start doing it. Where did I leave my chalk? On the floor. I stepped on it. Imagine that. I'm hard on chalk. You know, Winston give me a bunch of them there. I am hard on them, Winston. Sorry, buddy. I do use them. I do use them. Thank you very much. Inch and a half. And somewhere. I'm a little bit of a guesstimate sometimes. Somewhere's close. Call her good. That's what we got here today. Sometimes my left hand don't work the way it should. Clamperoo, clamperoo. How do you do? Yeah, I could have run a straight one all the way across too. But it's just the way we're doing this one today. That's tackaroo, guys. Get in there. In there. I say we can always, when we grind it flesh, we have to give her a taparoo, we can taparoo. Oh, burn the tip of her off, did we? Just a second. Oh, we didn't burn the tip off, guys. Ran out of wire. I got another roll in the back seat of the car. Guess I better go get that. But maybe I can get that, put that in. The plan is to do some more cutting stuff off the back. But I need to finish this. All right, be right back. Well, guys, on the wire here, I had 023 in it, and I switched it up to 030. I usually run 030. The 023, I got it a good deal one day, so I like the 030 for everything. The 023 is a lot better for sheet metal. Everybody has their preferences. So we readjust this welder a bit for the 030, but of course we have, 3/4 of our weld done already. So I'm going to join right in and see how the 030 does. I got it set up decent. I did a test run there. Here we go. I'm bad at always giving a test. I got her set pretty good there. Both of them look pretty good. And of course, that's right where we're not going to weld the bottom of it right now. That's right at the end of that. Of course, you run her to wire right when you're, run her to wire right when we're almost at the end of the bead, right? So, but there's, but we're grinding it off anyways to make it flash, right? You get flash. So I'll grind them off flash. You guys ain't gonna watch me do that. And then I'll check to make sure that they're level, which if they did come up a little teeny tiny bit, we'll give her a crack and bend it down. It's just gonna be flush with the box sets here, same there. Crack it down. We can weld it underneath when it's on the hoist. Or when I get the fuel tank off, I can get up underneath and weld her. So I want to cut some stuff off the back of this now. The rear, there's some junk in the back of this that has to come off for what we're up against. I guess I got some junk here I should clean up, but loud noises, guys. Loud noises. Before I do any grinding, I want to get some of this back here done. Wiring harness we can't touch. That's going to stay. But I should be able to lay that up there a little hard now. We got more stuff out of the way, so Barrett can get up here and get at this. Barrett gets his part done, then I can get moving on. He gets his wiring harness and all that stuff. So there's the ABS and the speed sensor. There's a plug here. I don't know if you guys need to see that. Go up, guys, and over. So yeah, the thing won't turn. There we go. There's what we want to see. There's a speed sensor plug here. Unhook that. He's going to have it plugged back in, but I want to unhook that to get it out of the way so I don't cut it. Dirt in there. Speed sensor. And they've got that. Okay, so there's two ABS ones here. We can unhook these, and we don't need... We can unhook them. I might be able to just tie them out of the way for now. What I want to do here is I want to get these flex brake lines unhooked off there and get these here hoses out of here. Not a big deal. Cut these off here. For what juice is left in there, I'll crimp them off with the vice grips. So we're just pulling this around the driveway. Brakes don't work anyways. I will crimp them over with vice grips after before I pull the bait. So someone rerun that line. And I need a hammer and a screwdriver or a chisel. Chisel close by. I'm getting kind of excited on this thing. I ordered some parts today, and when you got parts coming, it's like Christmas, guys. What I should do is just in the crack there, try to get these clips out. Oh, even saved that one. Score! I'm going to leave this bracket on here because the bracket is actually in good shape. So I'm going to leave the bracket itself on here when I paint it. Mainly, I need to get that fuel tank and stuff out of the way, but he's not here to do that yet. So that's not how I thought that was going to come out of there. I don't care about being a little rough on it, but get them out of there. Clean some of the crapola off this here housing. And then the housing can be painted too before I go along much further. There'll be new flex lines going on it of the 70s edition. And the rear lines, the wheel actually, that one, we'll be putting a crossover in it. So I'll snip some of this stuff here off. A bunch of crapola, guys. Crap to the ola. Come on now, Barrett. You're gonna have to get on your project. Get off your couch. I'm gonna res you. I've been doing pretty good here, getting at my stuff lately. We all keep moving forward, guys. There's the speed sensor there. Plug that. I can unhook that off the housing down here. Probably can't see none of that. Here I am just ripping away, and you guys are laughing at me. Where's he at? What's he doing? Trying to get the shot, and he's not even there, guys. That sensor there, they got silicone on it? No. This is that sensor's never been unplugged. Nice and hard for the thumb work. Screwdriver behind it, maybe. Ah, there we go. There we go. Now, he'll be able to plug that back in if he needs to. It is green in that speed sensor, though. Look at that. Unplug that speed sensor. She's green. So I'll let him know. That's his Hoochie Mama deal. Barrett. Hoochie Mama. Alright. Get that out there. ABS ones. One more steel line to cut off. Then That's about what I'm going to get up to tonight, I think, guys. I might grind that over there. I probably will grind that smooth so I can check to make sure it's going to be straight. I didn't figure you guys would want to break on through to more grinding tonight. No, grinding sometimes gets hard on your wife's ears when you're on the couch. And we don't want to do that. We want to keep everybody happy, including the ladies. They're the ones fixing you the sandwiches. You know, sandwiches are good, guys. Hopefully they're fixing you designer sandwiches. So that's all I'm going to drag you through, guys. Stripping some stuff down. These ABS ones, I'm just going to unplug them for now. So I'll cut them right off at the wheels, Barrett. I'm already here. That's what's going to happen with them. We ain't running no ABS on this unit. Get rid of these sensors, guys. We don't want no sensors. We want raw injection pumps, raw carburetors. Feed it to Greta. Hey, zip ties, you know how to feed it to Greta. Peg can feed it to Greta. There. Bunch of crapola. So that's gonna be her for there. That cleans this housing up a whole bunch right out through. Right? So there'll be still at the flex line here. And then I'm gonna run, I'll take them couple pieces off right there. I'll take them 2 lines over there. Run 1 line. I might even take that whole bracket off. Because on the 70s Fords and stuff, where the vent hose bolts onto the rear end, your flex line bolts on with your vent hose. And I'm not sure if I'm going that direction or not, but I'm going to go that way. But even though I'm going with 4-wheel disc brakes, I do, if I run the 78, I got a brand new master cylinder and booster on the 78. If I run the 78 booster and master cylinder with the proper vacuum and stuff, where this is disc brakes, I'll have to have a disc brake equalizer valve, same as I did for my green truck. And then the green truck has the Crown Vic discs all the way around, but I used an equalizer valve off a 2000 Mustang, which had discs all the way around. That thing's wicked. That there brakes will throw you out through the dash, guys. So, hey, thanks for coming out, guys. Happy hump day. Thanks for joining me on this journey. This is going to be my personal daily driver. So I'm not restoring it. I'm just making it a driver that's going to be able to 8-foot box and haul some stuff on the back, put a hitch on it, haul some stuff on it. Rear ends, which I'll never hurt. And later on, if I want to go to a diesel swap, pop the 302 and auto out, slide the other one in because it's got to have the divorced 205 transfer case in her, and be happy days, right? So that's all it is. I was happy to find them wheels for the Super Duty. That's a score, rims and tires. Well, rims for the F600. That's a score. I'm still looking for parts for that, guys. We had to go to my personal rig first, and everything else that I do around. So, yeah. Thanks for coming out. Happy hump day. Get off them couches and play on the projects. You know, it's like 10 o'clock here. I already worked a full day, half the night. You gotta spend time with your lady friends too. Sure you do. But I work too much. Built this way. All right, guys. Have a good night. Catch you in the next one. There'll be more stuff and things coming.